Hey everybody, just on my way into the big old town of Minneapolis, St. Paul. Got a chance to watch my stream from yesterday, and I have it for myself, and that's kind of why I posted in the description of this video the email address at coventry.james@yahoo.com. Looking for some feedback. I know that I obviously had some issues yesterday with staying live. I think I've narrowed that down to either some wacky internet issues in general yesterday, or some slight issues with the phone not wanting to switch cell towers, so I would lose part of the stream. And I noticed one thing that I want to point out that I noticed when I went back through the comments is that the comments that are made right as I'm losing the coverage aren't showing up when I go back to rewatch. So if I missed something that was said, I apologize, and we'll just have to deal with that. Oh shoot, I wanted to try my headset today to see if I could get a little better sound quality, but I think we'll just go with this for now. It's going to be a real short stream today. I'm only 15-20 minutes away from my first stop, so I'll just stream until I get there and we'll call it a day. I know that there's a few settings and stuff that must not be available on the mobile app for YouTube, so I'm going to have to do a desktop version of the site. There's a few things I want to change with respect to how I can read the chat and things of that nature that I know other guys are doing. So, and Texas Bear, how's it going, buddy? You have a fantastic Thursday as well. I was just saying that I had a chance to watch my stream yesterday, and I've got my email address in the description of this stream. If you got any comments on tips that I could take for improving the stream or improving quality, or just little technical tips on doing this stream, those comments are greatly appreciated. Also, anybody that's interested in putting on after the first of the year called Face to Face with a Bear, anybody who's got ideas of who I should interview and questions that you'd like to ask different bears, or if you'd like to be interviewed yourself, please email me. Like I said, the email address is in the description, but it's Coventry, COVENTRY .james@yahoo.com. So, was really looking for just ideas on specifically who I should interview, who we want to hear from first, who the first few interviews want to be. Looking at doing one show a week, try to work it out on the weekend sometime. I know there's issues with time zones and whatnot, so the streams won't be necessarily set in stone for a start time or a finish time or anything like that, but we're gonna shoot for that after the first of the year. But then as far as what's going on today, I'm super stoked. In Minnesota here, the small game opener is this weekend, so it's that time of year where we get to go traipse around through the woods and be part of nature and kill some stuff. I'm a huge grouse hunter and duck hunter, which is really exciting this year because I was given last spring a year-old German short-haired pup. I've been working a little bit with her. I worked with her the other night again on her pointing training. It's going to be a little rough, I think. She hasn't gotten the kind of attention that I should have given her, but I'm really excited for that. So that'll That'll start bright and early Saturday morning. Then the following Saturday, the 22nd, is the duck hunting opener, the migratory waterfowl opener. Really excited about that. I got a friend of mine that hunts regularly with me, and we'll be going through the gear this weekend and making sure all the weights are tied on the decoys and the guns are oiled and ready to go. And I really look forward to getting out and sitting in the rain. Looks like it's going to be a pretty rainy weekend that weekend. Looks like it's going to be the first actual cool weekend of fall. High temperatures right around the 60-degree mark or a little bit below, so really looking forward to that. Gonna get the canoe out of the rafters and get everything ready to go, so when that Saturday morning rolls around we can just slide it in. Really looking forward to that. I get all excited every year waiting to get out and do that. I'm one of those guys that is a yes ma'am kind of guy all year long, so that the wife leaves me alone come hunting season. She puts up with me being gone every weekend, all weekend for a good solid 2 months or better. So that's coming up. The other thing I wanted, as far as technical support for the stream, if anybody's got any good ideas on gear that I should be, obviously I'm not going to be running for top of the line stuff. Perfect, awesome, thanks. They got, as far as stream notes here, one thing we noticed in yesterday's stream, thanks Debbie for that little suggestion. If you type in all caps, I am driving, so it's difficult for me to spend any time looking at the comments or the chat. I'm not supposed to be doing that, so and we're back. Looks like we're having the same issues with towers and whatnot, so we're just going to have to deal with that for a little bit until I get a new phone. That's another thing that's probably not too far off in the distant future here, but we're going to, as far as the comments in the chat go, I can't really read the comments in the chat, so if you got something you'd like me to see, make sure you type it in all caps. There we go, that's the way I like it. We're not supposed to be doing any texting or anything like that, so like I said, if it's keep it short, even if it's not even close to correct grammar, if it's just a topic idea or something like that, go ahead and shoot it to me in all caps. Don't get upset, everybody in the chat. That's the way I hope everybody will do it, just for me, ease of reading. And like I said, if I can't catch it at a glance, I can't read it. So, especially like right now, we're going through some wonderful orange zone here. It's hopefully going to wrap up the end of the road construction season in Minnesota here pretty soon. We've got 2 seasons here. We've got snow and orange zone. And I really prefer the winter for driving, believe it or not. You only have to deal with icy roads just a couple of days at a time, but in construction season, it's all day, every day. So I'm looking forward to the cones disappearing and getting back to normal driving here. As far as technical ideas for when I do start the show face-to-face with a bear after the first of the year, if anybody's got any ideas on some decent quality equipment, microphones, cameras, those sorts of things that will help make the stream as good as possible right from the get-go. Again, the email address is in the description of the video here today, and we'll also take at that email address any show ideas, any questions that you might have for other bears that you think would be who we want to start with for interviews. And I'd really like to get to each and every bear that I can to have an interview. I think everybody in this group has got something important to say and something valuable to everybody else. Boy, you dry out in a hurry doing this. Some good old trucker juice there. Black coffee, nothing better. I guess I'm closer to where I'm headed here, and I thought I'll be there in just a minute. So again, thanks for checking this video out. Thanks for being a part of this channel. Spread the word. It's going to be pretty sporadic as far as how often and what time of day I'll be streaming each day. If I stream each day, it's likely I won't be doing it each day, and weekends I pretty much, because I work so much, I spend that with the family. Appreciate all the comments there, Texas. I will be able to jump through and catch exactly what you're saying. After the stream, I'll rewatch it again tonight. Speaking of which, boy, is that an interesting deal, rewatching yourself on one of these streams. You don't get to hear yourself talk like that very often, so that's kind of interesting too. But I really appreciate everybody checking this out. I really appreciate in advance any ideas. Sent to that email address again. That's coventry.james@yahoo.com. coventry.james@yahoo.com. Everybody have a great Thursday, and if I don't catch you tomorrow, have a great weekend.